Hello everyone, I'm Trustic44, also known as Fly, and welcome to this Let's Play of Horizon Forbidden West. Last episode, we spoke to someone back at the Legacy's landfall, found out about a quest that we can't do, came back to base, spoke with everyone inside, and spoke with Alva a bit. I repeat, I am fascinated by the whole Quen culture idea, and I want to see more of it. However, Kotalo wants us to go help him. He is going to take care of something, his new arm. So, let's head down to this campfire pit nearby, summon him, and see his new arm.
That mountain. Not even me. Close to know if we're right. I would need to fly to find out what happened to Farika.
That'll be something we'll deal with later. For now, is that it? Yep, it's that one. Oh, great. I don't have any mounts I can summon. Oh, well, no biggie. I'll deal with a mount later. For now...
This is where Kotalo wanted us to test out his new arm. I'm not sure what he's planning. Gosh.
I'm very
Kotalo?
curious.
I'm by the Tremor Tusk site, where we agreed to meet. Want to test that new arm of yours?
I'll be there shortly. Thank you for waiting.
Maybe now you can tell me what we're doing here?
Not just yet.
Oh, come on.
Follow me, please.
Okay.
Someone's being awfully mysterious.
You took your sweet time telling me what you wanted to do to the bulwark. Consider this my revenge.
Oh, you cheeky
Fair
bastard. I'll take it. Even though I did do something
This is it.
really stupid.
What am I looking at?
Oh, you'll see. Come.
What's about to happen?
All right, talk to me, Kotalo.
I wish to test the arm on that. It has menaced the valley for some time.
Ah,
More than a few of
Scorcher.
the Sky Clan. But no longer.
I'm honored to help.
All right. Little crude. Might be missing a finger, but...
After you. Let's see how this thing likes the taste of metal.
Should hit it with frost ammo.
Oh boy. Well, I knocked off its weapon, so... Mine launcher. Ow. That hurt a lot. There we go. I would like to have that, thank you. It still has another arm. There goes the other one. Ow, ow, ow. It's almost down. Oh boy. Okay, good news is it's down. Oh.
Well, I think it's safe to say the new arm works fine.
Agreed.
Then why are you taking it off?
This is what I am now. What I overcame. Anything else feels... wrong. Like a disguise. I'll use the new arm when I need it, but the rest of the time, I will simply be myself.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Okay.
You have my thanks for doing this with me. Here. Something to mark our victory.
Thank you. I'll see you later then.
The 10 be with you, Aloy.
That is perfectly fine. It was a very short thing, but I think it's fine. Alright, campfire just to the east. Oh, some skill points. Yeah, let me throw another 5 into this. Actually, no, I'll do 3 and 3. How about these two? Critical boost, melee might. There we go. Oh, I picked up coil and weaves for concentration damage, which is pretty nice. Oh, and I got some new traps that I'm never going to use. Oh, we got a level up out of it too. Very nice. Okay, campfire just to the east. We'll teleport back to base, and then learn about the main quest. So this was just a short diversion, but no big deal. Back to base then. And into here. I will stop over at one or two things.
The other ones like to dance. Well, they didn't have 2 left feet like I do. I could teach you. Don't tempt me.
Right. I need to open up my stash. Refill from here. Perfect. Refilled. And I do want to take a look at one other thing, just in case.
Doing this for the team, Aaron. Come on.
I'm just curious if I got another thing over here. Hey, Thunderjaw! There we go. Let's override a Thunderjaw. The only things left are the Dreadwing, and I'd need to kill a couple Slaughter Spines to get Circulators. I don't want to bother with that, so I've managed to get overrides for most of them. Good. Now then, time for us to go up. Take care of this. I have news, Gaia. Wondrous news.
Welcome back. Aloy, I know your experience in Thebes was unsettling, but we have a new problem.
Uh-oh.
Did something go wrong with Beta and the rig? Will we be able to transport you to Gemini?
The rig is complete. The problem is Hephaestus itself. It has accelerated its proliferation throughout the Cauldron network, increasing its power.
But with your sub-functions restored, we can still succeed, right?
Correct. But the net effect is that absorbing Hephaestus will take longer than previously calculated.
Ah.
Even with Omega clearance, my current estimate is that the merge will take 35 hours.
That's
Showering
a bit
raises the risk of
long.
Detection by the Zeniths. Two cores. 2 overrides. What if the merge were carried out by 2 clones of Elizabeth Sobek, both armed with Omega clearance? How long then? Half the time?
Hephaestus would be unprepared for the simultaneous labor of 2 operators, in addition to obvious synergetic efficiencies. Calculating. It would reduce the merge time to approximately 4.5 hours.
That is more manageable.
Varl, it looks like we're gonna need Beta at Gemini. Do you think you can convince her?
I don't know, but I'll try.
What about our diversion? Are the pulse generators ready?
Only a final test remains. I am confident that if fired in proximity to other cauldrons, the pulses will mask our activities at Gemini from the zeniths.
Good. As long as Aaron can operate one without shooting himself in the face.
I'm pretty sure he can.
You'd better get down here. Beta's in bad shape.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh boy. Aloy, this is not going to be fun. I have a feeling this is going to result in you being very unsympathetic. Because you have been very unsympathetic with her. I'm not looking forward to this.
Aloy. I tried, but it's impossible. I don't think anything will convince her to go.
We don't have a choice.
Good luck.
Beta, you have to come with us. It's the only way. It's one mission. The most important one. We need you. Tell me why you won't go. What if they take me back? Alone, in a cell again. A slave. Forever.
Please show some damn sympathy. I'll protect you.
Varl and I will be at Gemini too. I'll protect you. As soon as we get Hephaestus, we'll come straight back here. The Zeniths aren't going to find us. You don't have to be afraid. No! You can't protect me. Nothing can protect me from them. I told you from the beginning we'll never beat them. It's hopeless. Beta. Leave me alone! You don't understand! You're right. I don't understand. We have the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would. Don't you think I've thought about that? I don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing. I don't know what you have that I don't. I look through all the data from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned, and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's my defect?
The difference is Aloy had a father who cared about her, and you were left alone, unable to talk to even that. Aloy had at least someone who cared for her. You had no one. You were alone. You were effectively tortured. Aloy, get some sympathy. And realize what happened.
Beta. You don't have a defect. Beta. Look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth. The difference is, I had him. Rost. He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm or loving. The day he died, the day he gave you that charm, he was going to abandon you. He wanted me to embrace the tribe. But then he gave his life for mine. He loved me in his own way. And that was enough. What did it feel like? It was like having the strength that was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad. But it looks impossible. Look deeper. And then fight like you can win. You don't have to go on the mission. We'll find another way. I'll go. You said you'd try to protect me. I believe you. But you have to promise me one thing. Yes, of course. If it goes bad, if the Zeniths find us, I don't want to be their slave again. Do you understand? Okay. Promise? I promise. I could use as much time as you can give me to study up on the merge, to make it as efficient as possible. I'll be ready when you are. I swear.
Thank God Aloy actually had a bit of fucking empathy for once.
Aloy, whenever you are ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for the mission.
I will. However, it seems we have more talks here.
Forget it. The man is unbeatable at machine strike.
His people invented the game. What did you expect?
Kotalo can't win every time. Try to be optimistic.
Try to be realistic. We're terrible.
Huh. Alright, well, let's talk to everyone some more.
Hey, I thought I'd check in before leaving for Gemini.
Are you sure we shouldn't be checking up on you? Whatever went on between you and Beta sounded intense. Not that I'm judging. Forge knows all the screws flew loose every time Mercer and I fought.
I think we'll be fine from now on.
I'm glad to hear it.
Alright.
After we get Hephaestus, we'll be taking the fight to the Zeniths. So, no more reading.
It wasn't that bad. Not really. Besides, going through all that data helped me realize something. You know, the soldiers, the ones that fought the Pharaoh machines so Gaia could be built, they were fighting a battle that couldn't be won. Not with all the weapons in the world. I think most of them realized that, whether anyone said it or not. They still did it, though. They bought time for all the eggheads working to save the future. Our future. As long as I can do that for you, I'll consider myself a success.
Thank
You
you.
just keep yourself strong and keep yourself alive, buddy.
Glad you're with me.
Okay, enough. I'm gonna get emotional.
Anybody take you up on that ale you brought yet?
Zoe can't stand the smell of it. I tried Alva, but I don't think she knows what taking a break means.
Huh.
And I'm not putting Varl anywhere near that stuff after that victory party in Meridian.
What about Kotalo?
Now there's a man that can hold his liquor. Pretty sure we downed half a keg. We had a good chat, I think.
I love that the two of them are getting along.
I should go.
Same here. I got a date with a cauldron to prepare for.
Varl, you have something to say?
Aloy, everything okay with you and Beta? It sounded like you guys had a, lively conversation.
We just had a lot to talk about.
Does this mean she's coming with us to Gemini?
It does. I hope you're ready to rein in the most stubborn AI of all time.
That's what all this was for, wasn't it?
Hephaestus won't go down quietly.
Hephaestus is just a program that's lost its way. We are fighting for our survival. I can always call upon the goddess if you're nervous.
Fine.
I can speak about Rost.
You were right, you know. About keeping Rost's memories buried. I guess part of me thought he was holding me back. Because he wanted me to be a Nora. But the truth is, he gave me a lot. And I took him for granted.
He was a good man. He raised you well.
Mention the
I
Zeniths.
hope firing off those pulse generators will be enough to distract the Zeniths.
It'll work. It has to.
Always optimistic, huh?
Nah, just stubborn. It's a good quality to have when dealing with you.
God, yes. I will say this, what I expect to happen, they're going to set it off all over the place, and the Zeniths are going to basically spread out. And we'll be dealing with like 1/6 of the force we'd be dealing with if we were doing the normal, if we were just doing it there.
Any last findings
So we're still
you
going to
wanna
be
share
fighting.
before leaving?
Not really. Though I've reached a decision.
Oh?
When we put Gaia together, I want to return to the Nora. Spread what I've learned.
You think they'll listen to you?
In time, I believe so.
If anyone can make it happen, it's you, Varl.
It's a bold hope.
What will you and Zoe do if you go back to the Embrace?
I hope she'll come with me. At least for a while. And I'll go with her to Plainsong too. She'll probably want to talk to her people about all this as well. We'll figure it out.
I know you will. How does everyone seem to you?
Anxious, but ready. I heard Katalo ask for Alva's help with his pulse generator. And I know he's been helping her with a few fighting techniques, just in case.
I
Nice.
hope they aren't needed.
Like I said, just in case.
Farewell
I'm glad
then.
you're coming with me, Varl.
Sure there's no urge to run off alone in there somewhere?
No more running.
Hopefully so. It's just annoying that you had to learn to trust people again.
Hey, we'll be going after Hephaestus soon. You good with the plan?
I've already got the location of my assigned cauldron.
Good.
I heard you and Beta had a talk.
News travels fast.
It wasn't exactly a quiet conversation.
There were just things that needed to be said.
A healthy crop to those who clear the weeds between them, as the Utaru say.
It's one way to put it.
You look like you have something on your mind.
We're going to war soon. And war is something I promised myself I'd left behind in the Red Raids. But the more of your data I go through, every voice I hear, every word I read from our ancient past, it makes me realize just how much life was given so that ours could flourish. Fighting for that gift, it's our responsibility. If we fail, it was all for naught.
Helps to know you're not alone.
For a moment there, you sounded like Varl.
Oh,
I
you
don't
two
know what you're
came up
talking
together.
about.
I just had a thought.
I should go.
We're
As soon as
basically
you intend to leave for Gemini.
You'll hear about it.
It sounds like, now that I think about it, we're basically going to be dividing it so that one of us, one person, is at every one of these cauldrons, except for the main one, which will have 3 of us. Every other one will have just one person. And the Zeniths are going to send machines out to each of them.
There it is.
We've been going around getting help from the natives and the locals in all of these areas. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to go to each of them and say, hey, I've helped you a lot. We're doing this thing alone. Can you maybe spare 1 squad of soldiers per cauldron? That's it. We don't need to have an entire army at each of those. Those would be massively overpowered. But 1 squad of soldiers, just 1, that would help out so much with keeping our men alive, and keeping things defended, and help show, yeah, this is defended. This isn't a distraction. 1 squad. It's that, or we're just expecting we're going to be running out of there. One of the two.
Aloy, are you well?
Had a bit of an issue with Beta. It's better now, though.
Ah, I'm not surprised.
Really? Why not?
I once knew a warrior who discovered he had a brother late in life. It was deeply uncomfortable for him.
Did he ever get over it?
In time. But not before the two siblings nearly killed each other in a single combat challenge.
Ah. Well, at least I avoided that. Think you're ready to put all your training to the test?
I am Tenakth. I am always ready.
That was simple.
You nervous about the mission ahead?
If I live, it will be in victory. If I die, it will be in battle. What matters most is that you achieve your objective.
I'll do my best.
Alright.
I should go.
But
get
it does
ready.
look like we are going to
I
have
await your
one more
orders.
quest if we speak to Alva. Let's go speak with her. Clearly, she has something to say.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. I was just studying the pulse generator schematics. The ones Gaia and Beta built. The craftsmanship is remarkable. Is everything alright? It sounded like there was an issue with Beta and the mission.
Not anymore. We just needed to talk some things through.
To understand one another is to embrace truth. Oh, and if you have a moment, there's something I could use your help with.
Well, let me speak of the other things first.
Must be strange to think that some of the ancestors your tribe reveres are still alive. And here on Earth, right now.
Yeah, it is. Part of me's curious to know who else besides Eric Visser might be among them. Maybe Nikita Arand? We call her the Spark. The legacy tells us she brought unlimited energy to the old ones. Or Sung Jiao, whom we call the Healer. It is said she found new ways to extend the ancestors' lifespans. But my curiosity fades when I think of how different our view of Visser was compared to the reality that you experienced. Perhaps it is better not to know.
I disagree. One must know all parts of history and all bits of knowledge. If we didn't know about the horrible things that happened, then we forget the mistakes of the past and fail to learn about them. At the same time, even if people have done horrible, horrible things, there are still terrible people who have done great contributions that must never be forgiven. I dare you to find one person in the medical industry who thinks that we should discard the information that we gained during World War II from some very terrible people. If it wasn't for that, so many more people would have died. It's horrible, horrible that it happened, and regrettable. But if it wasn't for it, we wouldn't be where we are. Always remember your history, the good and the bad. Learn what you can, and learn to be better. Respect the information you've gained, even if the person is terrible. Just because they did terrible things or are terrible people doesn't mean they've contributed. It doesn't mean they haven't contributed.
Any more data catch your eye?
All of it? I have so much to study up on. Years, actually. I'm particularly interested in the Odyssey. We knew the ancestors had made it to the moon. In fact, we theorized some of them had settled on it. But Sirius is way farther than that. And we thought journeying across the ocean would be the feat of a lifetime. The sheer calculations needed for space travel. It's overwhelming to think about.
It really is.
Even so, the Quen are way ahead of other tribes when it comes to understanding this stuff. Where I grew up, everyone thought that stars were sparks that rose from a fire lit by the goddess to guide us through the night. Have you spoken with Zoe at all?
A little bit, but I did hear her singing with Varl not too long ago. I don't think they noticed. Zoe seemed so free when she did it. Like every emotion she had was taking flight in song. And she looked happier because of it. I felt so dull and nervous in comparison.
You should ask Zoe to teach you sometime. About Utaru music.
Maybe.
Oh, more to say.
If you need anything before heading out to the cauldrons.
You have nothing to worry about. Gaia's explained your plan in detail, as expected from such an efficient AI. I've even received some very, succinct combat advice from Kotalo. You know, in case the Zeniths show up.
What kind of advice?
He, told me to run.
For now. We'll even the odds soon enough. Anything new around here?
Kotalo showed me the schematics for his new arm. I recall reading about robotic limbs within the Legacy, but I never thought I'd see one in action. Technology like that would be treasured back home.
It would.
Think of what it could do for injured workers or soldiers. But knowing the Imperial family, they would use it for different purposes. Their own.
Replacing body parts as they grow older. Like the Zeniths.
Exactly.
At the same time, I feel like they might provide it to workers who are injured badly because it means the workers would be able to continue working for them. If they're smart enough to realize that. That said, I will ask the question, but that's going to be a quest.
I should go.
And
Make sure you
I
talk to
think that's a
Gaia if
quest
you
we
have any
should
questions
focus
about the
on
pulse generators.
May
in the
your
next
path lead to
episode.
truth.
So, I am going to end this episode here. Next episode, we're going to speak with Alva and see what this quest is that she needs a little help with. Shouldn't be too hard. That'll be in the next episode. So until then, I am Chester44, also known as Fly. That is Aloy. This has been a Let's Play of Horizon Forbidden West, and I shall see you all next time.